How's it going, you guys? In this episode of Hog Squad, I'll be honest with you guys, I messed up. I left my camera in, that was my GoPro shoulder mount in the car. I was like half asleep, we went down to San Diego. And originally we weren't even going for bluefin. This video wasn't even supposed to happen. It was supposed to be like kelp paddy fishing, but all the kelp paddies were dry. We find yellowfin, we chum them up. They don't want to eat anything. I threw 10-pound test at them and they didn't even want to eat that. But anyways, they didn't want to eat us. They didn't want anything to do with us. They were being yellowfin. And we couldn't find any kelp patties. It was so dry in San Diego and Mexican waters. It was so dry, it was just horrible. There was nothing going on over there. So we start heading back. We hit the 67, we hit the temp break, and it hit the 67-degree water. And my buddy Nathan was half asleep, and he looks over and he goes, bluefin. And then next thing you know, we found some bluefin. We were the only boat on it. It was great. I mean, I ended up losing 2. The videoing is like kind of whatever because it was just such panic. We got doubled up and everything. And yeah, I lost 2. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I had one right at the boat, like literally like right there, ready to be gapped, and threw the hook. And I was like, whatever, you know. I mean, we really didn't have a kill bag, so we only had enough room. His fish hole, we only had enough room for like one bluefin. The one I lost at the boat was like 80 pounds. And the other one I lost was like 40. It was still brutal, but Nathan got his first one on his boat and his first one, so that was awesome. But overall, great day in the water. And this video is more of like a tackle video to what I like to use when I'm foamer fishing, and like what it's like to foamer fish, my setups, everything that I use while fishing bluefin tuna foamers, like what I'm throwing in there, why I'm throwing it in there. And yeah, guys, so I'll show you some clips of us fishing, and then I'll get to the tackle part of the video. All right, guys, we're on right now. I'm throwing the service iron. I see we're down off the Coronado Islands, and I am on a bluefin, and it's crazy. They're foaming like crazy right now. We actually came here for kelp patties and yellowfin. It turns out I got a pretty decent bluefin on.
Yeah, there's big foamers over in front of us again.
You see him freaking foaming over there?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this guy up as fast as I can. But he's a big one.
Keep an eye on that big guy, but like look at that.
I will. Let's see.
And it say 62. Is it 4K and 60?
Yeah, it's 4K.
Alright, here it goes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude! Okay, let's go. Most beautiful.
So we just landed a bluefin. I pulled the hook, and Nathan just landed his on the iron. That's all we're throwing right now. Iron time. It's been doing good, but look at that guy. Nice little 30-pound grain.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Shoo! Yeah, I pulled the hook on 2. Right at the boat. I would try to horse one up. Come using 80-pound, and it was probably like a 60-pound fish, and I lost him right at the boat. But it's all right because we're gonna get some more. You. All right, guys. So we got the bluefin in the boat. Bluefin in the boat. Nathan's first. Pull that out for you guys. Look at that. So that's Nathan's first bluefin. It was pretty awesome. The foamers were insane, guys. Like, they were staying up for like 5 minutes. Like, the craziest foamers I've seen in a while. And right now we are off of the Coronado Islands. There's been no reports of bluefin here. We came here for yellowfin, and the yellowfin were being lame. And we're looking for kelp patties. There's absolutely 0. And then we go, okay, we're heading in. And then we hit like 67, 68-degree water. And look, we see foamers. I go, oh, that's bluefin. That's bluefin. And yeah, guys, it's been crazy. I mean, hopefully we get some more. All right, guys. So first off, I'm gonna get into all the tackle and setups I use for bluefin tuna. Basically, I'm just gonna go over baits, line, why I do things, why I choose to use things, and how I fish for them when they're in these foamers. Because foamers, as everyone knows, is the best way to fish them. You throw in there, you wind, you just get bit right away. It's super fun. But first off, one of my go-to baits are the irons. I love fishing the service irons for them. I'll throw these in there. And I feel like, honestly, this season especially, I feel like these got a really good reaction bite. Like, if they weren't getting bit right away in the fall, I would wind them in, and I'd see bluefin chasing them and hitting them. Like, I was not seeing that with the cold snipers this year, like that reaction bite. And it's been pretty awesome getting them on these. I mean, what can I say? It's just been an awesome season for the surface iron. And I like the TADY 45. I like them all. Honestly, just find one that swims. It really doesn't make a difference. As long as they can swim, you'll be fine. That's like my number one thing with irons. If they swim, it doesn't matter to me on the color or anything. But if I'm going with a color, I like blue and white or mint and white. But honestly, like this one I have rigged up right now. I mean, look at the color in this thing. This thing got bit twice today. This thing got bit twice today. And I mean, this is some random color, but it works. It's just the way they swim, to be honest with you guys. Just like anything, it just whatever caused that reaction, you know? Next, I'll begin the stick baits. Honestly, guys, one thing I don't like about stick baits when you get them right away, like here's an SP minnow. Bluefin will bite these. I've had it happen. So bluefin will bite these, but you gotta change out the hooks. You see those hooks? That's bad news right there. That's gonna bend out within a couple of seconds. If it's even like a 30-pound bluefin, that's just bending. But this is the cold sniper bait. It does really well. It's made by Shimano. I ripped it through a couple of foamers and it gets bit. But this one's a new one. But yeah, see those hooks? Change them out. One thing I hate while bluefin fishing is, it's happened to me one time, I never did it again. I still need to change these hooks out because I haven't used these baits yet. But I use hooks like these, little thin ones. I'm like, whatever. And then it bent out, I lost the fish. So don't learn your lesson the hard way and just do it right away. And I mean, stick baits, they work great. They rattle, make noise, you know, attract the fish and cause a good reaction. Next, I got baits that just like, you know, your typical cold sniper, fish extrada jig. You know, basically these ones, you want to throw them right in the middle, let them sink, and let the bluefin pick it up on the sink or wind it back. I mean, they'll get hit in the wind back. But as you guys see here, I changed out that hook. You wanna know why? Because I am not a fool. I know what happens if I don't change out a cold sniper hook. And for those of you guys who don't know, with the cold snipers, they come with pretty bad hooks. So change those right away. I mean, right away. Right away. Because if you don't, you'll be in a world of hurt losing fish. And yeah, guys, anywhere, especially, so basically when the bluefin are like on microbait, if you see them pushing up like tiny bait, and they're not biting the surface iron, not biting a stick bait, I recommend throwing little cold snipers, because you just let them sink through the school and then they pick it up and they think it's like one of them. Or even sometimes just the line honestly gets caught in the bluefin's mouth. When they swim through it, it just gets in their mouth. That's how it works, but most of the time. Yeah, guys, these baits are just great for throwing in, let them sink, and when the bluefin are fired up, they will chew this kind of stuff. Just, you know, cold snipers, fish extrada jigs, they'll eat it. And next, I'll talk about the popper. I don't have one on me because I lost my last one, but poppers, guys, popper fishing, they work fantastic for bluefin. I mean, fantastic. Because, I mean, top water, just you rip the popper, pop, stop, and they crush it. Alright, guys. So, basically, with poppers, as I was saying, you just pop them, they get bit, bluefin like them, they explode out of them, they choke them, they end up dying. So, basically, when a bluefin chokes it, they can chew through your line. So that's why I always recommend, as I was taught, 80 pound. Use heavy leader, heavy. I use 80 to 80 or even like 100 pound, just because I don't want them to chew through it. You know what I mean? Because they'll choke it, and I mean, they'll start dying because they're choking on it, and it'll get them their gill plate or something, they start bleeding out, and you grind that fish in, but they still have teeth. Bluefin has very sharp teeth and will shred through leader like nothing. But I have had times where I had to drop to 40 pound to get a bite with those smaller class bluefin if that's all that there is foaming. And I mean, that does happen. But I always recommend starting with this because 80 pound is the way to go. Next, I'll be going over my setup. Alright guys, so here's my setup right here. I got my Tranx 500. This is my favorite reel for fishing foamers. I mean, it's low profile. People may hate on it. I don't know. People have their own preferences, but I think casts the best, works great. I mean, I hooked an 80 pound fish a day and got him up fairly quickly. It works great. It's a great setup. And then I got my Seeker rod. It's like a 9.5 foot rod. It's very long, helps with the cast. It works fantastic, and it does very well for bluefin. I mean, casting and just the bend in the rod, everything. I love this rod. It's a great rod. And overall, this is my favorite setup. I mean, this is a setup I always go to. Like, if I'm going to flip a cast, it's all about what does the best. Because I don't want a bird's nest. I don't want to screw up. I don't want to mess up my cast, and I can count on my 2500 not to do that. I mean, especially when I'm throwing something like an iron, I just get that thing right in the middle. I have a lot of casting range, and it works great. I mean, so overall, I recommend the Tranx 500 to people. And I mean, I don't know, it just casts good. It's just like, it's something you can count on. If you have something, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say I'm casting my Pen Fathom, right? I cast it, I bird's nest, I'm screwed. You miss down that foamer, the foamer goes down. Let's say I get one cast in the foamer, I'm counting on this guy. If they're finicky bluefin, I'm counting on this guy because I know I'm gonna hit that cast, I feel comfortable with it, and that's why I choose the Tranx 500. And I don't know, it has some drag power. I mean, I put the wood to some fish, I put the wood to some bluefin today. I got a big old fish up pretty quickly. So, it is what it is, you know? But yeah, this is my setup. I love this thing for fishing foamers. And yes, guys, so I'll catch you at the outro. Alright guys, so that's it for today's episode of Hog Squad. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and always tuning in. You guys mean a lot to me. I just want to let you guys know it's been awesome. I mean, with the boat being down, it's been a pain, guys. This whole season has just been a pain, but I'm always trying to get out there for you guys. I'll try to get on any boat possible. I'm just like, I'm going. But tomorrow, I'm going to Catalina, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, sorry I didn't get enough footage. My bad, out the camera in the car. I mean, it was very chaotic. Like triple hookup, double hookup. You know, it was like insanely chaotic what happened there, and I missed a lot, but try to show you all I could. But yes, there are bluefin by the Coronados right now at the tent break. Just letting you guys know. I'll let you guys know information. I mean, why not? Everyone's like, go catch those fish. But yeah, so overall, if you're new here, please subscribe. It means a lot. Leave a like, comment below. It means a lot, and it helps grow the channel. And I will see you guys Catalina Island. And hopefully we get into some yellowtail, maybe even some bluefin. Peace.